Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Mount Tammany Ridge. So I'm down here at the wood yard, and yesterday I brought you guys along with me for at least some of it. I didn't want you guys to get too bored with the camera angles. I was trying my best to make sure I kept her house and, you know, things that might be, you know, sensitive to location or whatever. I wanted to keep it out of the camera for her own privacy. So this video from the past parts of this video is going to be kind of a conglomeration, combination of multiple days, you know. So you're probably going to want to stick around through the video because there's going to be some, how can I say, well, I'll just say embarrassing, humbling, kind of educational. I had a pretty epic fail, so stick around. I'm sure you guys are going to absolutely destroy me on this one, and it is deserved. I was cutting some corners and, you know, just trying to race the sunlight, trying to make sure I got, you know, what I was about to do on camera, and all the safety and everything, I basically just threw caution to the wind and just wung it instead of putting in place certain things. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. So you might want to stick around for the video for that. So I'm at a job here, and they asked me to slide the columns off where it says columns spray painted on the ground. So I think I got it. I'm pretty, yeah, I think I got it. Cool. All right, everybody. Welcome back to Mount Tammany Ridge. So I'm down here at the wood yard. It is now Friday afternoon, early evening. And I am coming over here to the excavator to get it fired up. Gotta get this thing warmed up. I gotta take out the dump trailer, dispose of the manure. Then gotta load up the excavator and the dump trailer, and I'm gonna be bringing you guys along with me tomorrow to this gal's house to get this maple tree stuffed in the trailer and back home. So let me go take the tarp off the dump trailer and get it ready to go down to the compost pile, I guess you could call it, down the bottom of the property, and get back up here before the sun goes down. That way when I load up the machine, you know, maybe you guys can actually see what the heck I'm doing. All right, so while I'm tracking the excavator up to this trailer, I want you guys to be kind of looking at everything you can get your eyes on and tell me what you think is missing from this picture. I'll tell you everything important to, you know, a loading procedure like this is missing. Everything important. I'm just going to put it out there. Normally I have jack stands under the back end of the trailer to keep it from squatting, and also to keep the deck or the dump body from lifting up in the front. And you'll see here, as I start to, you know, put some of the weight of the machine up into the back end of the trailer here, you'll see that the dump body is beginning to lift in the front. Not only did I leave out the jack stands, but I also left out my wheel chocks. I try to use the wheel chocks to prevent the trailer from wanting to scoot away from me while the weight of the machine begins to begins to settle into the back of the trailer. So I also left that out. So those are the normal things that typically in a situation like this, those are like the must-haves, the must-do type of things. Now, the other thing that I didn't do, which I normally do, is I make sure I absolutely sweep the back of the trailer out from any hay, shavings, manure, things like that. Because once you track across, wet, soggy grass, you got that going and against you with traction. And on top of that, you also have slippery hay. And here, I'm gonna shut up and let you watch that. That hurt really bad. And I am just really lucky that, one, I didn't injure myself. I know I'm pretty sure I got some whiplash and a concussion. I'm also very fortunate that I didn't destroy my equipment. This is a retired rental piece, so you know what happens with rental pieces of equipment. So I really don't have any way to determine, what the maintenance really was like for the whatever duration of the machine's life as a rental, and what things have been replaced and repaired at what hours and all that. So I'm just very fortunate that I didn't get hurt and my equipment wasn't compromised that I can see. Who knows what'll rear its ugly head in the near future. But so far, so good, knock on wood. I survived it. My machine survived it. Now, I don't want you guys to, any of you who have never done something like this before, or, I'm doing this so that what am I trying to say? So I'm talking to you guys about this, and I'm showing this on the video because, you know, these things really do happen. They happen probably more often than, you know, any of us would like to admit or talk about. But they do happen. And, you know, don't be afraid as a new operator. Don't be afraid to try new things. Just try to be a calculated risk kind of person. Today, I threw all caution to the wind just because I was trying to get some footage before the sun went down, and, you know, it really wasn't worth it. You know, the past few days, you know, I've had a little bit of whiplash going on, a little bit of dizziness, and nauseousness. So I screwed myself up pretty good, but everything could have went way worse. So, you know, I know personally that these ramps are good enough to get this machine in this trailer. However, this is the farm's trailer, not my trailer. And I was requested to please not try to take a 6,500 pound machine up the ramps because they were concerned that they weren't going to be stout enough to handle the machine. So I just kind of did what I had to do to get the machine and the firewood, you know, in this trailer. So, but anywho, that's that. So, you know, don't let this scare you guys away from trying new things. You know, it's, you know, running these machines, it can be a very dangerous thing. And you really do need to, you know, be a calculated risk kind of person, and just use your common sense. Do not let, you know, pressure, you know, push you into doing something stupid like this. So, I should have known better than that. Well, I shouldn't say I should have. I did know better than that, and I screwed up. So, but again, don't be afraid of trying new things. Don't be afraid of screwing up. Just try to, well, not make your screw ups as bad as that, because that was dumb. Anywho, I'm gonna let you guys get back to the video, and let me have it. I know you're gonna. so there's my big gigantic mess. um, it's not exactly ideal, but there are plenty of pieces there where I can make some decent firewood out of. So you know, got some crotch pieces in there from limbs, and we got, unfortunately, a lot of dirt. Not a whole lot of it is like sandy dirt or anything like that. A lot of it's just built up grass clippings and things like that. So I'm not too sure it's going to require me to sharpen my saw too often. You know, I might have to sharpen it once through this whole thing. But so this piece here is very interesting. I'm almost afraid to even bother hacking it up. Why, you might ask? Well, not too far from here, we have a chainsaw carving artist, and he's very, very talented. And I feel that if he would like to accept this piece of wood as a donation, I would much rather send it to him or them. I don't know how many are, I don't know if he's got a team these days or what, but I drive past their place all the time delivering lumber, and this is, it is a really cool shape, and I think it would serve them better to have it than me. So when I get in contact with them, I've tried making a few calls. I have not had any luck. And I don't even recall the name of the place. I looked it up on Google. I found them, but since then, well, I've got a short-term memory, so very short. So anywho, that's the pile. So hopefully, I imagine this will probably chill out here till after Christmas. I really don't want it to, but I've probably got about 45 minutes to an hour before today's rain shows up and dumps on us. So I'm, you know, not gonna go too crazy trying to expedite any of this. Not to mention, up there just on the other side of the excavator, I got a whole bunch of that ash that I bucked up just recently. So I'm gonna wanna try to get to that before this, so I have somewhere to put this stuff, this maple, when I get it bucked up. So that's what we're working with here. So yeah, so I'm just, you know, bringing you guys down here. I wanted to make sure that I let you guys know, you know, how things went yesterday. And things went real well. It took a little bit longer than I thought. I had to make, you know, 4 trips overall, one to drop off the machine and the equipment, and then 2 trips back and forth with material. Plus I had to go back and go get the machine in the dark, which is always fun, especially when you gotta climb up into the back of a trailer. So that being said, I'm probably gonna wind up ending this video. And oh wait, you know what? Before I end this video, I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about tablets. Well, let me get you guys set up somewhere, and we'll talk a little bit about tablets. All right, so about tablets and things like that. You know, I watch some YouTubers and you know, that use tablets for editing and, you know, doing all kinds of things, keeping track of information, whether it be YouTube related as far as, you know, videos and, you know, things like that, or just, you know, points of topic and things like that, which I gotta tell you, points of topic is one of my struggles. I try to do everything I can off the cuff. I'm sure it shows. So I'm kind of thinking maybe I'm going to start using a tablet to do just that. And you know, technology has all kinds of very fancy like eye Apple, whatever you want to call them, tablets, and Samsung, and there's probably a few hundred other ones. And they can be very expensive, and they're very complicated. I have a hard enough time navigating through my phone and, you know, maybe the laptop computer on occasion. Last thing I need is another electronic instrument to fail me when I need it the most and frustrate me. However, you know, I was watching S'more Firewood, and Dana, you know, the guy's using a chalkboard, like a little tiny chalkboard, right? He's writing stuff on there, and I'm like, okay, well, yeah, if that's what you have, cool. But at the same time, I mean, get with the times, man. I mean, you gotta, you know, ante up a little bit, you know, and get something a little bit more up to speed. You know, I'll show you what I got over here, and boy, I'll tell you what, it's cool too. You can make all kinds of cool drawings and pictures, and you can make real fine print and small, all that stuff. And these things are way better. And you know, when you see how nice you can actually write things on here and make pictures and all that stuff, I mean, and you can make them over and over and over again, and it just it doesn't matter, you know. It just doesn't matter, and the memory is great and everything. So we'll have to see. I mean, I don't know. It is the chalkboard better? I don't know. I mean, we'll just have to see. Well, so okay, maybe being Italian and talking with an Etch-a-Sketch isn't the greatest idea, right? So apparently, since, well, whatever. So there was a picture there. I promise you that. I had everything all laid out. Okay, so maybe the chalkboard has a better memory. You know, it is older. I mean, I know my father's older than I am, and he seems to remember everything. I can't seem to remember yesterday afternoon. Yeah, so maybe newer isn't better. Whatever. But all right, Dana, fine. You win that one too. So anywho, that's going to be it for this afternoon's video. Unfortunately, everything that I wrote down for points of topic, well, I'm not even going to bother trying that again because, well, I'm Italian. What am I going to do? You know, I'm going to erase it every time I talk. So, all right, well, you guys have yourselves a good evening. I appreciate you coming down here, hanging out with me. Yeah, stick around in this video. If I was just gonna say, if you did stick around this video, I'm sure you guys are probably gonna laugh. Some of you are gonna cringe. Some of you are gonna be like, yes, been there, done that, and haven't done it again. So you guys have yourselves a good night. Thanks for hanging out with me here. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends if you want to, and we'll see you on the next one.